The date is January 2nd, 2013, and this is Daily D&D. Hey guys, welcome to Daily D&D today. Today we're talking about a house rule, a really awesome house rule that I came up with. My current character that I'm playing, a bard, has a bunch of rituals. I wanted him to be a oracle type of guy who, prays for guidance, has all these things to cast. But I'm looking through, and the problem with rituals is that they take freaking forever. You've got a door that, you're trying to run from goblins, and you're like, I have an arcane lock spell. All I need is 10 minutes. You have to wait 10 minutes. Goblins will be through that door in minutes. Not even 10 minutes. They'll be into that door in like a round. There's nothing you can do. There's no point where rituals are useful unless you had hours of time anyway. In which case, what's the point of having a ritual? When you could have barricaded the door. I guess, being able to use magic for that type of thing is kind of cool. But one of the things that I don't like about rituals, or didn't like about rituals, is that you couldn't use them in the world because, often the DM isn't going to give you that time to be able to cast your 10-minute spell or your 30-minute spell to be able to keep things from happening. And so what I came up with is, I believe it's 10 minutes per healing surge. But when you're casting a ritual, you can spend healing surges, in addition to the cost of the other stuff. And that will knock 10 minutes off of the casting time of the ritual. And so for something, like water walk, bam, one healing surge, I can walk on water just as I'm going. Take the time to grab the ingredients, throw them around real quick. Wow, water walk, boom, done. Or, in that previous example, we're running through the door. Arcane lock, healing surge, whoosh, one round, healing surge, arcane lock. The door cannot be opened unless people say the word, I don't know, open sesame. That's the passphrase. And yeah, once you say the word, rituals are cool. Anyway, and when you're in a crypt, there's a really cool one called, hold on, it was called Undead Ward. And for 30 minutes, which pretty much means when you're setting up camp, you can draw a sigil that keeps the undead from crossing the line. But with this, you do have to spend time actually inscribing the line, but you're able to just cast it like that, and suddenly you've got a wall that the zombie horde can't cross through, which means that your archer, who has an unending quiver, can just stand there and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot, and nothing's going to have the zombies aren't going to be able to attack as long as you guys stay within the area. And that's really cool. It makes the character extremely useful. And it also changes on how I look at the game. Because a lot of the things that my character does, I don't have any points in Constitution. I don't have any hit points. I really don't have any healing surges. But now with this rule, suddenly taking the ritual caster feat is something that's totally worth doing. Because even if your scores suck, there's still, hey, I can blow my healing surges and do stuff. And also, with my bard, I'm considering taking, what's the feat? Durable, I believe it's called? That gives me 2 additional healing surges. That's a feat that I would never take. Never take for any combat character. That's something horribly useless. But with this rule where healing surges mean something, they really hadn't before. In 4th edition, at least not as we used it. It was, we have been doing fairly long days in-game, but unless you have that 1 or 2 long days of your campaign, healing surges don't matter. Healing surges are just a nice way to say, yeah, it's 4th edition, go not die. But with this ritual, suddenly it becomes extremely important to think, okay, will the thief be able to get through this door in time before the zombies come and get us? Or do I need to go and use my knock spell and effectively take 25 damage to get through this door? and suddenly the ritualist of the party is an important character who isn't just someone like, oh yeah, I have these 2 rituals, we can get somewhere, that would normally be 4 days travel in 1 day. That's great. It might as well have just been a 1-day travel anyway. But now your character, your ritual character, can interact with the game, and it's a great house rule, and I'm loving it. Haven't really used it as much as I would like, but first off, the rituals that I have aren't useful for a lot of the things that we've been doing. However, I'm going to go up and as a stand on my, in our the little encounter that we started. I told you a bit about it, where my sister shanks somebody for 100 damage, and now he's dead, and there's 2 large zombies on the floor. The first thing that I'm doing on my turn is I'm getting up to the, once the big zombies are aggroed by the rest of the party, I'm gonna go over to the dead guy and use a ritual to be able to, see what he knew and be able to talk with him and ask him questions. And so, effectively, I'm going to sit out of the combat encounter because I suck in combat encounters, and I'm going to start ritualing. Because we have a feat, or not a feat, we have a house rule that makes it awesome. Yeah. So, do you guys think that this would be a good house rule for your group? I don't know how 5th edition is going to work, but when we switch over to 5th edition, this might be a rule that we might have to try and find a way to keep, because it does make rituals extremely useful, though 5th doesn't have as... 5th, at the moment, has a different system for rituals that involves actual magic casters and stuff. I don't know. I do like this system, and I will probably start putting rituals into all of my characters, because I think that in a magical world, that's the type of thing that they have. So yeah, if you guys have any rituals that your character would love to be able to cast like that, please leave them down below. As well as any house rules that you guys have in your group. Other than that, if you liked the video, hit the like button down below. Or if you didn't like it, leave me a note telling me what I did wrong, and I'll endeavor to fix it quickly. If you know anyone who needs to see this video, share it with them. Whether or not you need to go up to the address bar and grab that and toss it to them, however that goes, or if there's a share button down below. Whatever, if you know someone who needs to see this, your DM maybe, then pass them this. And, yeah. And if you like getting the daily D&D videos, click on the subscribe button if you're on the YouTube homepage, which is up top or down below or somewhere. I believe it's down below now. I'm going to just start saying down below from now on. You guys mark my words. No. Not mark my words. Mock my words. That's totally what I said. Anyway, if you click on the subscribe button, I will come to your YouTube subscription box instantly. Like being able to cast Arcane Lock when you need it and not 10 minutes later. My name is Mamrat1Cal. This has been Daily D&D. You stay online. I will see you next time.